buses, sky, road, cars, that kind of thing. We stopped again to go to the bathroom and get some gas real quick. And then we were on our way. We left pretty early in the morning, really early, because we wanted to get there and spend the day doing some stuff. So by the time we got there, we checked in. We stayed at this Caribbean. The name of it is on the sign. You'll see it. It's Caribbean something. But it was basically like a condo. They had a pool and everything. It was right on the lake. Caribbean Club Resort. So it was, I don't know if it was individually owned, but it seemed like there was a few people who were living in the condos. So maybe some people rent them out like this, like a hotel, and some people live in them all year. Or maybe just part of the year. It's like a vacation home. But here is the room. I will show you. It's like a little mini apartment. This was my room. I was supposed to share it. But two of the people that were supposed to come on the trip didn't come, so I got it all to myself. It was great. We definitely didn't need that space, but we were planning for more. I got to have my own bathroom too, which never happens when I go on vacation, so that was so fun. But I really liked the vibe in here. It's decorated very much like a house. It felt homey in a good way. This bedroom here had like a giant bathtub in the middle of the room, which was odd. Kind of fun though, just another bathroom, pretty simple. But I really liked it because, I don't know, it just had a nice vibe to it. And then it had a little balcony that you can see here. It wraps around to the living room but pokes outside. I'll show you around the corner. No, I really liked it. I would stay here again. We didn't really use like the TV or the kitchen or anything, so we didn't need it. It was nice though, but definitely not needed. They had a bunch of DVDs left over for like movies and things. Shrek, I think there was Happy Feet, like Lion King. And here is the view outside. It kind of, no one even sat out here. I don't think, because we were so busy most of the time coming and going. But it kind of peeks over to the pool over there, and then behind that other set of condos is a lake. They did have like a blender, cookie pans, like cake stuff, like all the appliances, everything you need, fully stocked with bowls and plates, cups, so if you need anything, it's there, which was nice just to have the option, but we didn't really need it. After we checked in, we headed out for lunch. This is just us kind of driving through the downtown area. So we met up with the family at the restaurant. It was called Big Boy. I'd never heard of it, never been there or anything. It was pretty busy, so it must be pretty popular in the area. I don't know if it was a chain restaurant or an individual restaurant. They had these little statues of Big Boy everywhere. There was this Bluey one, Freaky. There was a Spider-Man one and a Prince one too. So I don't know what the whole thing is, but it must be popular. The bathroom was so pink. Like, I love it. So I ended up just getting a cheeseburger and fries. It was good. Yeah, I would totally eat there again. Pretty good. Everything was enjoyable at this restaurant. After lunch, we headed downtown and went to an arcade for a little bit. We just kind of played some games. It was nice and air conditioned in there. Wasn't busy at all. Everyone must have been outside. And we just picked out some little prizes. We weren't in here very long. So I wanted to show you this SPF powder that I used. I put it in my scalp and I didn't get a sunburn the whole time. It was great. So we went to Pirates Cove, which is an outdoor mini golf thing. I think they had 18 separate holes, so it was pretty long. Worth the money. It was. The only thing was that it was so hot. Like, it was freaking hot. Like, I sweat more than I've ever sweat before. And we were outside in the direct sun the whole time. So it was kind of fun at first, but then just because of the weather, it kind of started to like drag on. It was like, are we almost done? But if maybe it wasn't so hot, it would have been fun though, so I'd recommend that, of course. And then we went to Grateful Shed, which is like kind of a restaurant. I got pizza and wings. So it looks like this, and you go inside and it's like an open seating area, and then they have like little mini food trucks inside, and then you can just kind of order whatever you want. They're not actual food trucks, ice cream cones with corn too, and they seem to love those way more than the crackers. So yeah, look at all the cereal. It was really cool. Lots of area. They were all hungry. So many deer. They're so cute. This little guy here had a whack haircut. I don't know what they did to him. But that haircut is wild. They had some horses, peacocks, which I showed already. There were some chickens. I think that was it. And the goats, of course, yeah. I don't know why they had so many peacocks, like in multiple different areas. They had to have like 4 or 5, I'm pretty sure. So we went to Mount Olympus, which is like the water park and amusement park. This was the second roller coaster we got in line for, and it broke down right before it was our turn to get on. They were trying to fix it forever, and I was like, if they fix it, I'm not getting on because I'm not going to be the first person to test it out. Hell no, I'm not going to be the first one to test it out. So we left and got some pizza, and then it was just so hot. Like, there's so many hills in the park too, it's just miserable. So we just decided to not ride any more rides and went to the pool, got a pina colada, and just sat in the pool. It was like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid pool in here, because no one wanted to walk around because it was so hot. Everyone was at the pool. But it was a good time. There's lots of people, but obviously, what do you expect? Obviously, but it was a good time though. I didn't record too much because I didn't want to like record people in their swimsuits, and just like I didn't want to make someone uncomfortable. So when we were leaving, I tried to get a clip from a distance. You could really see just how many people there were. They had a wave pool and a bunch of water slides, which I didn't go on any of that. I just hung out in that one kind of pool area that I'm showing you right there. But they did have like water slides and a bunch of other stuff. So then after that we went to dinner. I don't remember the name of this place, and I didn't even remember to record my food. I don't know what this video was. I think it's me in the bathroom. I don't know what I was doing. But I just got a sandwich, so nothing crazy. The lake is so pretty at sunset. This was the lake right by the condo. So I kind of walked out on the dock. Cute little ducks. I almost dropped my phone in the water because it was shaking so much from the waves. So I got off right away, put my phone down. I was like, we're not going to do this right now. So we went swimming for a bit, then I went back, took another shower, so many showers. I brought this oil to put in my hairs to keep it from feeling so dry, especially after the swimming, and it worked great. And then I had some more leftover pizza and wings, of course. And then I think that was it. Yeah, then I went for bed again. The TV in my room was not working. It had Netflix and I got on there, but it would not load. So I don't know if it was the Wi-Fi or what, but I stopped trying to figure it out. I couldn't figure out the DVD player either, so I just watched TV on my iPad here. So we went to Denny's Diner. This is the buzzer they gave us for our wait. Denny's Diner, it's like Denny's, but it's separate. Like, it's not affiliated with them. It's an individual place. I don't know exactly how that works. It was cool in there. It's pretty small, but they had a lot of cool decorations in there. I think it was 80s themed. Don't come for me if I got that wrong. I'm pretty sure it's 80s. But if I got that wrong, don't come for me. So it was nice. But I have to say, Denny's, the chain, like, I love their food is better. I'm sorry, but it was good. I liked it. It was cash only, so they had ATM in there. It was just kind of was just like a giant room, and it's just like a free-for-all, walk around and explore at your own pace. But they had lots of like mini rooms and hallways and so many things to see. We probably spent like an hour in there maybe. I love this room. It was like a really ASMR moment. So I liked that a lot. I thought that was cool. When we finished up here, we went and got lunch at a Mexican restaurant called Jose's. The food was really good, but I totally forgot to record it. I did get a little clip of the outside though. They had some really pretty flowers out front. Then we went back to the hotel and swam outside for a little bit. The pool was pretty busy. Oh my god, I'm not in this clip apparently though. I guess everyone kind of came out after that, but it was so nice and warm. The water was perfect. And then we went and did a cheese ball croquet. So it was inside another air-conditioned thing. It was just kind of funny because no one was there at all besides us. I think there was 15 slots. We were the only ones there the whole time besides the employees. So that was kind of fun. But it was just like mini golf except you use a croquet stick. I don't know what that's called, and a croquet ball. But it's exactly identical to mini golf. I think we kind of thought it was actual croquet. Everyone else was complaining about it, but I thought it was kind of fun. It was funny because I enjoyed it. It was fun. I liked how no one else was there besides us. I don't know how much it was though. But they had like sound effects playing around, like when you would shoot your ball over a certain area, it would like come out from the speakers. And then this was the maze at the end. You had to like work your ball into the maze here. But I thought this was fun. It was kind of like the most random thing ever. And anything was like better than being outside in the heat, honestly. After this, we did go to a gift shop and walk around for a little bit. I was kind of looking for a Christmas ornament. I know that's kind of random, but I was just thinking I kind of wanted one, so I got a keychain instead because it looked better than the ornaments they had, and I thought I could just use it as an ornament. So we're gonna see how that goes this Christmas, I guess. We went to Ponderosa for dinner. You can order like a main course, and then they also have a buffet, so I got some steak and then ate off the buffet as well. I got pizza, nachos, and then of course some dessert. And then I was ready for second dessert, so we went to Baskin Robbins and I got an ice cream. This is a video of the Denny's diner that we went to just from the outside. Then the next day we went to actual Denny's for breakfast, and I got 4 strawberry crepes. They were so good. And that was it. Then we're on the road, ready to head home for a very, 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 very long drive in the car. But it was very fun. I almost didn't record this because I didn't think I would have enough clips to make a good video. But I did way better than I thought. So thank you so much for